Hello. So you're thinking about long-term care insurance and you're wondering whether this should be something you purchase. Well, we're here today to talk to you and give you some food for thought as it relates to long-term care insurance. And hopefully after listening to this, you'll have a better handle as to which direction you should go. So the first thing we would recommend that you do is educate yourself on what current products are available in the marketplace, along with their underwriting standards and the cost of each of these products. This area, this marketplace is always changing. There's insurance companies dropping out of the long-term care market. There's insurance companies coming in. The premiums are always changing. If there's lower interest rates, they raise the premiums. Because we're all living longer and more people are needing long-term care services, they're also increasing the premiums. Also the underwriting, some underwriting concentrates more on cognitive type things, and others concentrate more on your past health, if it, as it relates to maybe cancer or high cholesterol, things of that nature. So we would first recommend that you understand what your options are out in the marketplace, keeping in mind that we're not big proponents of buying straight long-term care insurance. The reason that is because straight long-term care insurance has the ability over time to raise your premiums, and this is out of your control. So what may seem to be affordable today may no longer be affordable 15, 20 years from now after they've doubled your premiums and it's out of your control. In today's environment, we're bigger proponents of what's called a hybrid policy. Hybrid policies are part life insurance, part long-term care insurance. So the reason we like that is, one, they can never raise your premiums in the future, and two, a lot of times the reason people did not purchase long-term care is they felt like, well, what if I made premiums for 20, 25 years and then I never needed long-term care? I just threw those premium dollars down the toilet. Well, a hybrid policy, somebody's going to get the benefit of the premiums that you pay. Either you're going to get a benefit as it relates to getting long-term care services, or your beneficiary is going to get a benefit in the form of a death benefit after you pass on. So it takes away one of the main reasons people avoid long-term care insurance. So now that you understand the marketplace, the second thing we would recommend is you take a look at your own personal situation. So what is your general health? What is the longevity, your family history? So if you think you're going to live a long time, there's a higher probability you're going to need some form of long-term care services. Are you single or married? So if you're single, long-term care insurance may be something you'd want to consider because you have fewer and fewer options. If you're married, is your spouse, do they have a skill set of being a caretaker or not? You're going to want to consider that. The other thing you're going to want to think about is it your goal to try to leave as much money to your children or your spouse or whoever it may be as possible? If so, you'd want to have a long-term care policy in place to help protect your assets from having to use those for health care. The last and final thing you're going to want to understand is, what is your general financial situation and net worth? If you're somebody who's saved up a whole bunch of money and have a high net worth, you can self-insure that risk. If you're somebody who hasn't done a good job of saving, then there's really not a lot there to protect for long-term care, and you may have to use Medicaid in that situation. It's the people that are more in the middle, that don't know for sure that they've saved enough for them and their spouse, that need to consider long-term care insurance, because if the first person is the one that needs the care, you don't want to have your surviving spouse have to draw down your assets and leave them desolate because you did not purchase long-term care insurance. So hopefully this information has been helpful to you. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.